Hey guys, I'm Anna Grace, and this week I decided to read about David. And something that really struck me while I was reading about his story was the fact that David and I have both faced our own kind of giants. And in my case, I definitely have not faced a real physical giant, but I have faced circumstances and situations in my life where I thought it would be impossible to conquer them or move through them. And David really is an amazing example of how it is not by our own strength that we conquer these giants. It's not by David's own strength that he killed Goliath. It was because he trusted in the Lord that, and God blessed David by using him through that. And that really reminds me when I'm in my own situations where I'm facing my own kind of giants, learning that it's the Lord that helps me through those things. It's the Lord that guides me, provides for me, and loves me through every situation that I face. There's nothing I can do in my own strength that will fix anything, make anything better, or get me through the situation. And throughout my life, that's just something that I've had to learn over and over and over again. A difference that I see between David and myself is how David really went boldly in faith. As he went to face Goliath, he was strong and he was confident, and that personal relationship with the Lord was really evident in the way that he approached Goliath. And I, on the other hand, really usually face my giants very timid, very fearful. I usually am very uncertain about how it's going to turn out. Usually struggling to trust the Lord as I walk up to face that giant. And so that's something that really encourages me about David and also really challenges me, because God has done so much in my life and I've faced so many giants before, and there's no reason that God won't do that again for me. And he's shown me that over and over and over again. And so just reading that chapter, I was really reminded of just kind of that childlike faith that David had to face that giant boldly. And it encourages me to do the same as I will inevitably face another challenging situation in my life. A quote that really caught my eye was in the textbook by Pastor Ed Dobson, and he said, "I think most Christians are more like Goliath than David." And then later he explains, "We trust in our size, our budget, our high-tech equipment, our state-of-the-art programming, and our history and heritage." And I really saw a lot of myself in that statement. I find myself trusting in routine, my own skills, my own plans, rather than trusting in the Lord. And I think that's where a lot of my uncertainty comes from when I'm facing my giants, because that's kind of my first inclination, is to trust on those things which are so weak, but learning to trust in the Lord because he is stronger than any routine that I could ever have. So those are a few things that really stuck out to me this week. So thanks, guys.